video we're going to talk about how to remove the instrument cluster from a 2006 Honda Pilot. First thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your battery so you don't electrocute yourself. So I've already done that here. Just go ahead and remove the negative post. Just use a 10mm screw, you can do that. And then we're going to want to get a Phillips head screwdriver and up in here, loosen those up. So we'll do that. If you haven't already, you can go ahead and adjust your steering column so that you're all the way down. Give yourself a little bit more room to work. And you're going to want to just pry out this area here. So you can just grab it, and you might need a screwdriver to do it, so I'm going to do that and pop it off. So just using your hands here, we've got that loose. Just going to pull that out now. Now we've got a couple more screws that we're going to need to loosen up to remove the instrument cluster. Get those upper screws. You're going to want to go down. You got two more sets of screws here on the left side and the right side on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and use our Phillips head screwdriver and loosen those up as well. Now that you've used your Phillips head screwdriver and loosened those up, you should be able to move the cluster. You should notice it's nice and loose here. It's disconnected, so I'm going to go ahead and move that around. You got to kind of move it forward, and you see that we've got a couple of connectors that we're going to need to remove, so we're going to need to pop those off, and those should just have some simple push tabs. So let's get this out to a spot that we can reach it here. Reach in on these push tabs. See on the back side here, got a push tab in the middle. I'm going to pop that off. I'm going to need two hands to do it, so we'll pop those tabs off and then come pull that first tab out. Now we've got this other side. I'm going to reach in here, push the tab down, pop that out, and that is everything connecting it, the 4 screws, and you should be able to pull this whole thing out now. And there's our old cluster, the one that's not working. Now we're going to get the new one and install it. Okay, so we've got our new instrument cluster here. We're going to go ahead and slide this into place. I need to reattach the clips in here, so fish those back out again, and they should slide right back into place. Make sure they click in. Get our second clip here. Slide this right into place. Click it back in. And we're gonna slide the cluster back in. Reposition it in place, and I'm going to go ahead and test it and make sure it works before I click it back in. So I'm going to reattach my battery cable and try that really quick. We've got our battery reattached. We're going to go ahead and stick the keys in. It lit up. That's a good sign. There's our park. And start it up. And we got gas and a speedometer, or at least, I'm sorry, a tachometer, and everything's lit up. So looks like the new gauge is working. So we'll go ahead and turn the car off and use the Phillips and put it back into place. Got it lined up again, and got our Phillips head screwdriver. I'm gonna go in here, and sorry I don't have very good light, but got it lined up, and tighten these up and get those tightened in. Let's get the bottom left. I already did the bottom right. With this top left and top right, and then we'll pop the trim piece back on. We got our trim piece here. We've slide this back into place, and then go around and push it in so it's snug everywhere. Get it in tight, and then we've just got these 2 screws on top and bottom, and we'll put that back into place, and we'll be all done. So we got those last 2 screws in up top with our Phillips head, And we're done. So that was the removal and installation of an instrument cluster in a 2006 Honda Pilot. I believe it's the same for the 05 and the 07 as well. Little test drive action here. There we see speedometer's working, tach's working, gas gauge is working.